The ocean's depths are a realm of mystery, home to astonishing creatures that seem almost alien. From the immense phantom jellyfish to the enigmatic ghost worm and the elusive giant squid, the sea is full of surprises. In this video, we'll explore the largest and most extraordinary inhabitants of the ocean. Join us on this underwater adventure to discover the ocean's most remarkable denizens. Let's dive in. Giant squid. Squids are a natural creature to humans, and we know well what they look like, what they eat, and what they are. However, encountering a squid that is 10 times larger than an average one can be frightening. The possibility of such a massive creature showing aggression and attacking a person can be scary, but in reality, squids are not interested in us and do not want to attack people. The divers in this story encountered what is known as an archituvus, a species that mankind has only known for a little less than 200 years. Archituvus is a fast and aggressive inhabitant of the deep ocean that does not tolerate bad attitude towards itself. The recorded maximum length of this giant squid was 54.1 feet, and it weighed over 551 pounds. These giant cephalopods feed on deep-sea fish and other squid species. When hunting, they use suction cups located on their tentacles to capture their prey. Then they send the prey into their long beaks, where it is ground by the red dula, a tongue covered with tiny teeth. Finally, the food passes into the esophagus. Giant worm. What does it remind you of? Personally, the appearance of this monster immediately reminded me of a long curtain or some other thing made of fabric. However, such thoughts are deceptive because there's a living creature in front of us, or rather an underwater worm. It was found on the territory of New Zealand at a depth of 33 feet. It's not that deep. People should have found something similar before, shouldn't they? And that's why the story has caused a number of controversies. Some say it's only a recently formed worm species, others are sure that they do not live so high. Most likely, this representative of the species simply got lost and accidentally caught people's eye. Judging by its behavior, this creature is perfectly safe, but since it's not yet fully studied, it's best not to come into contact with it. Phantom jellyfish. The world's oceans are home to a diverse range of creatures, some of which are strange and unique. One such creature is the predatory phantom jellyfish, also known as the ghost jellyfish. This deep-sea jellyfish is so distinct from others that it is often referred to as the guardian of the underworld. Recently, an unmanned bathyscaphe captured footage of this creature off the coast of California at a depth of almost 3,280 feet. Although this creature was first observed in 1899, it has been seen only a few times since then. Despite its rarity, the ghost jellyfish is one of the largest jellyfish in the world, with a bell diameter of about 3.2 feet and tentacles over 30 feet long. The jellyfish's tentacles do not have stinging cells and do not sting. Instead, it uses them to pull its prey towards its mouth. Thankfully, this monster does not feed on humans, and its diet typically consists of small fish or plankton. Another fascinating jellyfish found in the world's oceans is the enigmatica, one of the rarest jellyfish. It lives in dark, deep waters, making it difficult to observe. Discovered in 1967, it has been seen only a handful of times since then. Scientists have put forward a number of theories due to the lack of data available. One theory suggests that it is a stealthy hunter that camouflages itself in the water, resembling a net, and waits for prey to swim near it. Once the prey is in reach, the jellyfish uses its strong impulses to envelop it, rendering it immobile. The fact that this creature does not bioluminesce or glow in the dark supports this theory, as it makes it difficult for predators to detect the jellyfish. We are Venom. What you're watching right now is the eagle-tailed catfish reunion. For those of you who don't know, they're small fish up to 12.5 inches long. They have a head like that of a catfish, but their hind fins are fused together, making them resemble the body of an eel, hence the name. You can find them in both freshwater and saltwater. However, I would rather not wish anyone to encounter them. The fact is that mostly young representatives of the species gather in such groups, which means that they're more active, strong, and aggressive. Besides, in one such group, there can be up to 100 individuals united by the motto one for all and all for one. Otherwise, they simply couldn't survive, but in this case, they not only stay alive, but are able to deal with almost any predator that's dozens of times their size. In addition to quantity, eel-tail catfish has another power: venomous spines on their dorsal and lateral fins. While these creatures are young, Their venom is not so powerful and practically harmless. But when they grow up, the toxin is produced much better and gets a powerful concentration. It's quite possible that because of this, adults no longer need so much support from their congeners. Sea ghost. Some creatures, like the previous fish, prefer to gather in groups and overpower their opponents using numerical superiority. Even if someone notices this dangerous underwater group, it is difficult to do anything to stop them. Other underwater monsters have a different approach. They prefer to become invisible to potential opponents, and their unique appearance helps them achieve this. To be honest, I cannot imagine how the author of the video discovered this fish without the help of technology. Does he really have such keen eyesight? Scuba divers often mistake this living organism for a crumpled bag or jellyfish. This sea creature feeds on plankton and rarely gathers in groups. This is understandable, as there is no use for them to do so. Only a few species of fish and turtles eat these creatures. The jelly body refracts the sun's rays in surface waters, thereby helping the fish to remain unknown to most other underwater creatures. How would you react to such an unusual creature? Please share your thoughts in the comments. Giant Moray. Have you ever heard of this creature? If not, consider yourself lucky, because you always sleep better when you know fewer reasons to panic. The giant moray is the largest fish of its family, which can reach 10 feet in length and weigh up to 66 pounds. However, this creature's main feature is not all its size. Yes, it is large, but the main point lies in its aggression. Nature has awarded the giant moray eel with a whole arsenal of combat things, and therefore, it's not afraid of anything. As soon as the giant moray eel senses movement, it goes straight to the target like a ram, and it doesn't matter to it whether it's facing a miniature creature or some giant. The first and the main weapon of the giant moray eel is its teeth. It can't do without them. The hook-shaped needles of the giant moray are turned inward, which prevents the prey from escaping. In addition, it never brushes its teeth, and therefore they contain dangerous substances for organisms. For a long time, scientists thought that it was all about poison, but it turned out a little differently. The giant moray eel is in symbiosis with an incredible number of pathogenic bacteria, which settle on its teeth and eat the remains of the prey. When biting, a large group of microorganisms gets into the prey and begins to rapidly multiply and infect the wound. And if the prey is too large and a giant moray eel has not enough teeth, a second retractable jaw will come to the rescue. Because of this, the animal is often compared to Alien from the movies of the same name. When divers dive underwater and investigate creatures, they're well aware of their nature. And now imagine how scared this guy was. He was attacked by a dangerous and reckless giant moray eel, which didn't think to stop at all. Luckily, everything was okay, but I'd think about changing my profession after that. Friendship with sharks. Although, you can't understand these divers, I guess it's really only the brave people who become divers. Take a look. This guy dared to go underwater all alone without any additional protection or weapons and started stroking a pregnant shark. If you didn't know, during pregnancy, these creatures are much more dangerous, as they worry not only about their lives, but also about the lives of their future babies. Touching anyone during this period is highly discouraged. I'm not even talking about giant sharks. Nevertheless, in the video, everything was good, no one was injured, and the diver once again showed that everything was fine with his nerves and self-confidence. Thanks for watching. Please let me know in the comments which creature you found the most unusual. See you later.